Historia. Don't know what that means, but maybe we're gonna get some backstory on this whole developing Ymir Krista thing. Welcome to Briggs. Oh, this is a flashback. I guess that should have been obvious, judging by the fact that it's snowing, but more importantly by the fact that there is no development without flashbacks.
彼女ならダズの具合が悪そうだからって一緒にいたはず。
そのダズもいないんだ。そしてユミルもいない。
They're up to something. They got other plans. They're important people.
最後尾班長のトーマス。
Thomas, remember Thomas?
エレン。
探しに行かなきゃしょうがねえだろ。
明日の早朝捜索隊を出す。
それじゃ遅いですよ。
遭難者を増やすつもりか。
That is a really applicable lesson for the cadets in this show. Are they dragging Daz's dead body? I was about to say, who is Daz? Is he alive?
もちろんユミルは先に行ってて助かる。これでいいでしょ。あなたには迷惑はかからない。私たちは絶対にたどり着くから。
Yeah, in other words, your complaining is not helping. In this case, even though I guess she means well, Ymir is actually probably doing more harm than good. You know, you don't need to hear that. Goddess Krista made up her mind. She's gonna try to save Daz, whoever Daz is. This is a lot of development for Ymir and Krista. Last episode, Ymir accused Krista of just trying to be a hero, or die in a way that she'd be remembered or glorified or something like that. But that doesn't seem to be accurate. That seems to be based more on Ymir's fear of losing Krista, and her trying to dissuade her from doing anything dangerous. And I think the way their relationship was initially set up, it felt like a romantic thing, and I do feel like that is there still. But obviously there's more to it than that too. She has some kind of duty to protect her. I'm hoping the show can turn my feelings about Ymir around, just because I think that would be a challenge and I think it would be interesting. Ymir could, you know, like, help. What you mean? This again. What is she getting at? Does she actually have a death wish?
私はそんなこと。
Well, she hit a nerve, one way or the other. Oh, so at this point she doesn't know. My assumption was that it would be something that she had always known. Is this a flashback within a flashback? It is. Borrowing things, right. Just like Yoki borrowed from the Armstrongs. Next thing you know, she'll be making investments. Interesting. So Krista is a descendant of someone connected to the Wallists. Goddess in disguise or in hiding. So something about her lineage makes her really important. Okay, so she did know. She was just trying to confirm that it was Krista. Well, they're definitely connected. That wasn't part of the plan, but I fell in love with you anyway. Revenge, huh? Okay, so that actually does add something I feel is missing. Krista is living a life in disgrace. She's an exile, sort of. So that somewhat explains both why she would, you know, not value her life so highly, but also why she'd want to prove herself. But just my gut feeling that I can't explain is that that's not the whole story. I mean, she seems like a decent person in her way. Remember that time she saved Armin, Reiner, and Bertholdt? That wasn't a death wish. That was just kindness. Or was it? It also explains Ymir having this perpetual chip on her shoulder. I don't know exactly what happened to her, but she's got a lot of bitterness and she's got something to prove. And she doesn't totally know how to channel that in the most reasonable way, so it just comes out against other people. Ymir was right. No, no, no. She transformed. No, she didn't do it. She just brought him down as a Titan. They're fine. I forgot about her Titan powers for a second. Is he sneaking out to try to help them? Of course. Everyone's going. Just keeps going. Who's missing? Jean, I guess? Annie? I guess she risked Daz seeing her. Oh, that's Daz. He's the cowardly guy, right? The one who is always trying to desert his post. Great save. What would we have done without him? But no, I mean, it's great. It's great not because I care about Daz, but because it speaks well of Krista and Ymir.
ロープなんかなかったはず。
It was a miracle.
お前になら教えてやっても
Oh.
私がその秘密を明かした時お前は元の名前を名乗って生きろ
This whole experience, the fact that they survived this, and also the fact that they now have a shared secret is such a crazy bonding experience. Because now I feel like they really know each other in a way that the other cadets don't know them. This is an exchange of secrets, right? Because Ymir knows Krista's background, and now I guess Krista knows that Ymir's a Titan. That puts them in a very interesting place where in a way it's them against the world. So that explains their bond a lot. Back to the present. And now it does mean more.
ただ存在するだけで世界に憎まれたんだ
Interesting.
大勢の人の幸せのために死んであげたでもその時に心から願ったことがある自分のために生きたいと
What does that mean? Did she die? So that was really confusing because she's talking about sacrificing her life, but then hoping for a second chance. That I don't know what to make of. But character-wise, what she's saying makes sense. It does feel like she's sort of projecting her own problems onto others. Generally, I feel like the people who are quickest to attack others in the way that we've seen Ymir do are the people who feel the most vulnerable to attack, if that makes sense. In fact, a lot of the time, I think that's because people like that are busy attacking themselves. And I think a lot of times that starts with someone when they're young feeling like they're in danger. And so to keep yourself in line, you kind of attack yourself. Right? But that creates your worldview about what is suitable. And it creates this perverted sense of personal justice. Then you take that lens and you apply it to others as well. And that often pushes people away, and that confirms to you that you are in danger. You know what I mean? It's a bad place to be, and that's the feeling I get from Ymir. And so with all that said, it's nice to see her actually doing something heroic, even if her mind's not exactly in the right place. At least she's being honest. I think that's a key difference. She's being vulnerable, and I think that actually is what needs to happen, right? It needs to be like a breakdown or self-honesty of what is actually going on to the point where it can be looked at sort of objectively rather than feeding into it, placing that energy in more productive ways, like, you know, actually being useful. Wait, that's her? She's so tiny.
嘘だろ
It is real.
ヒュミルまで巨人に
Correct.
あの巨人は あの時な
What? No way. What does that mean?
ありがとうライナ。ライナ足。
ライナもういいって
He's kind of lost it. He's in another world right now.
お前は知っていたのかユミルが巨人だったって
She did, but she doesn't know the other stuff, probably.
知らなかった。
Liar.
近くにいたのに。
What was that flash, that image, making her drink?
あれがユミル。
I mean, she's very agile.
ユミルが人類の敵かもしれないっていうの。
そりゃこんな力持ってんだもんな何考えてんのか分かったもんじゃねえよ
I'm glad Connie said that. At least he's, you know, having a nuanced
敵は
thought.
何なんだ
It's protecting Krista. Among other things, probably. We may never find out, though. Kinda sucks that she's, like, this kind of Titan. She's not, you know, like a super powerful Eren or any Titan.
私たちを命がけで守ろうとしてるから。
I mean, she's actually putting up a really good fight, all things considered.
こんなにかっこよく死にたいのか。このアホ
The relationship is
今から
flipped.
天国に行けるとでも思ってるのか。自分のために生きろよ。
Yeah, escaping seems a little bit more reasonable than fighting this massive horde of Titans. Titans go smush now. Just get out of there. Is this the end of Ymir?
待ってよ。まだ
Ymir still got something left. Who is it?
クリスタ。
They made it.
下がって。ミカサ。
Nice. This is an awesome rescue.
あんたは攻撃しなくていいから
He's not gonna sit by and watch. Boy, do we have a story for you about Ymir. That's his first skill? Oh my god. It's so funny to think that we made it all the way through season 1 without Eren ever getting a kill that wasn't him being in a Titan. There's something so perfect about that. He hasn't had as much experience as the other cadets. They're definitely improving. Like, their skills are getting a lot better. They struggled so much in the beginning to kill one. Hey, who does that look like? I see she's picking up some skills. Yeah. Oh, she's still alive? Is she gonna survive?
私の名前ヒストリアっていうの。
Her name is Historia. No, no. Is she dead? That was really unclear. We got another jet incident over here. I hope not, because I feel like there's so much more for her character to do and so much farther for her to grow. For us to have seen that she's troubled, right? And for us to get a brief glimpse into her past and then to just have her killed, it seems premature. It seems like there's got to be a lot more to her character that we have yet to explore. I mean, I know this show does that a lot. I mean, I know they set people up to die shortly after, but I feel like there's more we're going to learn about Ymir one way or the other. Adding to that is the weirdness of what she said about how she lived more than once, right? What is that about? I keep trying to shake this feeling, but it keeps coming back that there's some kind of loop happening. I don't think what she said is enough to go on, but there's something weird about how she said she sacrificed herself to make everyone happy, then vowed to live for herself, but then in this episode sacrificed herself. Not to make everyone happy, but, to do what she felt was right. But I'm guessing I can't have the full perspective on what that means yet. I really wonder how Erwin and the leadership of the Survey Corps is going to handle this new information, this new threat. It almost feels like there's just nothing you can do at this point. It's not at all what we first thought. There's just a bunch of people who are Titans, I guess. Not all of them are enemies. They could be coming from anywhere. They can even come from inside the walls. It's like the boundaries have totally been broken. I'm not really sure how you operate at this point other than try to find more information. But now everyone knows that Ymir was a Titan. I wonder how much Krista knows exactly. She is definitely someone of important lineage. There's a shot in the ending credits of like a goddess looking figure, a woman. It's like a cracked wall. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, this. I wonder if this isn't some kind of like religious goddess or prophet or something, or originator of something that is an ancestor of Krista's. But like always, I have no idea. I also wonder if Eren and Ymir don't have a connection. I wonder if Annie was connected to the Wallist group, or whatever group it is that Krista came from. Maybe she went rogue, maybe she realized there was something wrong with it and had to take it down. Maybe there's some evil they're doing to support their way of life or their beliefs or something like that. It could be a whole lot of things, but I'm glad we're actually getting some development. I'm very curious to see how the group reacts to this. This is a huge reveal. Eren was shocking. Annie was terrifying because it's another Titan that is on the other side, but it still felt scarce. With Ymir becoming a Titan, it just feels like there's got to be a whole lot more beneath the surface. We've only gotten the tip of the iceberg, and that's got to radically change the way they approach this whole situation and humanity's survival and all this stuff. So I'm very eager to see what happens in the next episode. So that's the end of episode 5. See you guys next time when we see what the aftermath of all this was.